Well, y'all, as you can see, I'm having some issues here. Okay, so I'd even forgotten what size pond liner I'd ordered because I thought I went ahead and got the 15 by 20. But it turns out I got the 7 by 10, and it's the UWIOFF pond liner. Okay, and this one right now, the 7 by 10, is $23.59. Okay, the 15 by 21 is $100. So I know why I did this, because when I bought this thing, I was planning on putting in the 15 by 20 pond over there, right on the other side of the deck, kind of by the apple tree. Okay, and then since I decided that it's maybe actually going to be a couple of years until I get to that pond, what I did is, without double checking what size, without remembering what size pond liner I ordered, I've just been making this pond bigger and bigger. Okay, I've moved it so that, like, from where I started would have fit this liner. And then I was like, well, I got all these birds and I'm not going to have that other pond coming in for a long time. And so I've like bumped out and like expanded the size of how I'm going to make my pond a couple times. Sorry. Big yawn. But so, anyways, it's not all is lost, because what I do have to do, well, there's a couple of options of what I can use this for. Because I do want to put in eventually a little pond that's actually going to be in their run. Because what I want to do is I want to try to do running water to that, trickle running water in the wintertime to that. That is also going to drain, probably actually in front of the garage, over into this little area and then into that same pond. Okay, because I want them to have a non-frozen source of water in the winter that does not require a heater. Okay, because then if the electricity goes out and like you don't even know the electricity went out, then they might not have any water or whatever. So I don't know where exactly that's gonna go, but it's gonna go towards this like front end. Like it might even go like, because this run that I'm gonna build for them is gonna jut out. So I might even just put their pond like right here or something like that, like, or like right next to the door. So like right here, and then it's just gonna trickle. I'm gonna run just a hose, and then it's just gonna trickle over. Okay. The other option is I could put the pond on the other side and then have it come back, but I want to actually be able to get a quick visual on the pond and how it's doing and everything every time I come out to their run. Okay, because I am going to unlock that door, but then I'm also going to put in a gate to their run over here. But obviously the run is not built and that's going to take some time. So I can either use that pond liner for that, or I am going to be needing pond liner to do my quote-unquote creek that is going to deal with the drain off from this pond that I'm going to fill with rocks and have it look all nice, that is going to go all the way down to that lower pond. So even this amount of pond liner will not be enough to get my little creek situation going down to the lower side. But you know, there's options on things that I can do. Like, for example, I have some old like gutter pieces, and so I could even have it be so that instead of having the pond thing across here, I could have just like the gutter thing filled with rocks. Like coming, I don't know. I want it to look nice, but I may have to piecemeal things a little bit here and there over the coming years. But so anyways, I was going to go ahead and order the drain outlet, because I'm realizing like once I put the rocks and everything in that, the water is gonna be like covered in gravel dust and all this stuff. So I'm like, well, I might as well just go ahead and put the drain in. So I'm about to order my drain stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and measure this, and then if it's gonna be big enough, because you have to account for the dips too, like, you know, in the square footage of the pond. So I gotta measure this again, and then hopefully that 15 by 20 will work. But this is this is the 20 mil. So even though it was like a more affordable brand than some of the other ones, it is still the really thick stuff. So I'm hoping it'll last a while. But even just opening the package, I'm just like hit with this chemical smell kind of coming off of this, which is going to take a lot of time to air out. And so when I get my new liner, I'm going to want to make sure that it has lots of time to air out and that I'm actually flushing the water through the pond a few times before my birds are using that as drinking water. You know, like what I might even do is I might even put just a little bit of bentonite clay in the water before I flush it out to just help just soak up a little bit of those extra chemicals. Just a little bit of bentonite clay. We'll see. But yeah, you know, like I said, don't do what I do because I bugger things up all the time. But if you're somebody, and right now, you're interested in maybe putting in a little pond, right? This liner was, right now it's on sale. It was $30. Right now it's $23.59. Okay. So if you're willing to do the work, and obviously you have to have other bits and things like that, but it can be done affordably. But anyways, I'm gonna go take a quick break.